What was it like growing up as a child in school? Would you have guessed 1/4 of the kids in your class were on medication? Probably not, because most, if not all, weren't on anything. Children are being medicated more than ever today. You can't show up to a classroom without seeing at least one proclaimed ADD kid that needs special attention. So we ask ourselves, why do the numbers keep rising each year of kids being medicated for some behavioral issue? Children are being misdiagnosed and overprescribed medication more than ever today. And the following are 3 main factors that play into these numbers. I've done some research through 6 different sources to come to the conclusion that children are, in fact, being unnecessarily medicated. So what are these 3 main factors? Well, parents are the first factor. Medicating your child is the new form of parenting. In other words, it's a new way of managing them when they are a handful. Poor parenting may be the root of medicating a child. Thus, parents may medicate their child because they're getting low grades. Likewise, some parents believe if their child is failing a class, it must mean they're not paying attention and are too hyperactive. Another interesting fact is 1 in 12 moms admit to regularly dosing their kids with sleep-inducing medicine to get some peace and quiet. Along with this, 30% of moms use their job to avoid child care, and most mothers would rather get a good night's sleep than anything else. Some parents believe kids are too stressful, thus medicating them is an easy way out to control the stress levels. Now, as poor parenting may be the cause of some medicated children, it is certainly not always the parent's ultimate decision. These drugs come from somewhere, and usually it's from the child's doctor. So that means doctors are the second factor. Some doctors think medication is the best way to help a child. And this is true in some cases, but not all. Doctors say it alleviates the pressure on the family, although a parent may be urging a doctor they need the medication because it's become too much for them to handle. A lot of the time, parents claim to be too busy to tend to their outgoing child. It's also easier on the family to not get complaints from teachers and other parents about their child's behavior, a reason that ultimately convinces the doctor. Some parents will even pay off the doctors to give them medication. Another reason a doctor may think it will help is the child will get through school easier. They figure if a child is struggling in school, it's best not to take any chances and prescribe drugs to ease the struggle. Perhaps a child really can't focus. However, pharmaceutical companies make money off people who use medication. So these companies encourage doctors to prescribe medication solely for the money. Doctors and parents may have accepted this way of managing children, but what really is making this all so popular? Well, the third factor is society. Medicating children has become the norm and socially acceptable. 6 to 7 million children wake up each day and take prescription medication before they go to school. Now, as seen on this demographic, you can see that there have been over 24 million ADHD medications prescribed to people between the ages of 0 and 19. And down here you will see the number of antidepressants prescribed is around 9 million, and 1 million of those are below the age of 9. Yet, most children who reported taking medication at a young age felt more normal once they went off of it in their teen years. Surprisingly, 95% of ADD and ADHD drugs are given to American children. Some of the medications prescribed in America are banned in other countries. Some medications created side effects that were harmful and lawsuits were created. Many, if not most, of the antipsychotic drugs taken by children were only tested on adults. We don't know if they're actually safe to use on children. It is evident children are being medicated now more than ever in history. Parents, doctors, pharmaceutical companies, and overall society feed into each other and are creating a vicious, never-ending cycle of prescribing. Now I leave you with this image. Tomorrow, millions of children as young as 3 will wake up for school or daycare and be reminded to take their medicine. Thank you.